Manga for Dummies. Vagabond. So basically, Vagabond is the story of a character named Musashi Miyamoto. The story follows Musashi's life as he wants to become the greatest swordsman, or how he says it, invincible under the sun. In the story, you can see that he's been working towards the goal even since he was a kid, killing his first person at 13. He became so obsessed with the sword, people said he was a demon and he was ostracized by his village. Even his best friend turned his back on him. On Musashi's path to become stronger, he fights many opponents such as Inshun of Hozoin Temple, Yoshioka Densuchiro, Yoshioka Seijiro, Tsujikaze Kohei, and the entire Yoshioka school. After every fight, he had learned a little bit about himself and the sword, especially in the fight against the Yoshioka school. During his journeys, he finds out that being invincible under the sun doesn't mean anything, and all the people that he killed starts to wane on his soul. He found this out from his mentors, Ine of Hozoin Temple and Yagyu Sekushusai. He started thinking about the meaning of his life and what he really wants. Many people told him to settle down and build a family with his childhood crush Otsu, but he wanted to go see for himself what he wanted, so he kept traveling, and he even stayed with the family for a few months after the Yoshioka incident and helped them around the house. And he also stayed in the village for a few years that was going through famine and farmed with them and built with them and took a new disciple named Iori. But throughout the story, Musashi kind of breezes through his opponents and never meets someone that could truly give him a challenge of his life until he meets Sasaki Kojiro, a master swordsman who is just as infamous as Musashi, but the difference is he's deaf. Kojiro kind of plays as the story's second main character. He was adopted and raised by a swordsman named Jisai, who struggled raising Kojiro because he was deaf. Jisai did not want Kojiro to be a swordsman because of all the pain he accumulated from chasing that dream. But the older Kojiro got, it became more imminent that Kojiro was made for the sword and was born to be a swordsman, and Jisai couldn't hold Kojiro back anymore, so he let Kojiro off into the world with his disciple Ito Itasai. As Kojiro is on his journey, he fights many people like Tsujikaze Kohei, Yoshioka Densuchiro, Sadokore Squad, and Ito Itosai, which gave him fame as a formidable samurai. Kojiro is very calm and playful, unlike Musashi, who's very rigid and rough. Kojiro's fighting style is very smooth and fluid because he's one with nature, and his senses are heightened because he's deaf, so most people can't even hit him. Unlike Musashi's fighting style, which is very aggressive and powerful until the later chapters. But all in all, Vagabond is a story going through Musashi's life and him finding himself and figuring out what makes him fulfilled and what he should follow. I highly recommend Vagabond. It's an amazing read and you will not regret it. But without further ado, peace out.